Hey, Don McDowell here. This is the pragmatic view of the obvious, page 10. I want to talk to you about Afghanistan and Mexico. Yeah, two wonderful topics. They're about the same thing. And here's the reality of what we face on the border and in Afghanistan. One has the cartel, one has the Taliban. In both cases, the cartel and the Taliban has their government outmanned, outgunned. Seemingly they have more money, and they are backed by Joe Biden and his administration, letting them take control of their countries. Right or wrong, that's the reality. In both cases, they're involved in human trafficking, drug smuggling, blatant efforts to gain footholds and controls of all the drug trade here in the U.S. and other parts of the world. How? By breaching our borders. The cartel is delivering busloads of UDAs, undocumented aliens, if you will, to the border. I mean, we're seeing it every day. While others, they just wade across the river, no harm, no foul. And all the while using the diversion to smuggle drugs across the other areas that are being overlooked. It's called a diversion. The Democrats do it all the time. Hey, watch this hand while I punch you with this one. Yeah, come on. We're wise to that. So the Taliban basically has seized control of, I'm going to call it Poppy Central, in Afghanistan to control the opium trade worldwide. I mean, this occurred while the U.S. was involved in nation building in Afghanistan over the last 20 years, except it failed. The only one that profited by it is the Taliban. Drugs, money, arms, war machines and mechanisms. Why? To wage jihad against the United States and other free worlds and continue their Death to America campaign. They want to hurt us, okay? It's just crazy. The cartel basically has done the same thing in Mexico. They're the world center for hard drugs, pot, fentanyl, especially with their partnership with the Chinese producers. Hey, Hunter Biden, ring a bell? Let's just keep going along. The Biden administration can stop this, but for me, it's really simple. You invoke hard economic sanctions across the board for both of these guys, both of these countries. In any country that is sending UDAs through Mexico could stop them. They're not. Why? Because of the cartel. More drugs, more guns, more money. They control what the government does. It's not a joke. That's the reality of it. And so the other thing you can do is stop the economic trade coming into the U.S. from Mexico or going into Mexico from the U.S. It's going to kill them. They need our goods and services. Okay. And do this until they just stop it. And then send the UDAs that we have collected, and there's 200,000 plus a month. Are you kidding me? And then there's another wave coming up through Colombia, Panama, Venezuela, on and on and on and on and on. It's time. It's just absolutely time to stop this nonsense. And one thought I had was you send all these guys back to Mexico. Just send them back across the river. Okay, so here in Mexico, these are you let them into the country, you deal with them. We're not sending them back to Haiti or wherever the hell they think they came from. They're yours. You deal with it. Here's the other thing. You tell the cartel, I want you to back off the border, off your side of the river or the border, a quarter of a mile. So we militarize the border, put the National Guard and the other folks down there. We have the ability to, let's say, neutralize that side of the border immediately. until the cartel stops doing what they're doing. They're wrecking this country. They're taking us down. 200,000 UDAs a month. There's another couple 100,000 of them coming from Haiti. Yeah, come on. What is going on? They're killing us. Super spreader. I mean, we're getting the vaccine mandates. You got to vaccinate your kids to go to school. You got to vaccinate this guy. They want to mandate vaccinating the military. The military is going, Biden, we're not doing it. They're quoting 2,500 Navy SEALs. They're having to get the vaccines. There's 250 Navy SEALs that we're not going to have. They're going to quit. They're just going to quit. You have to mandate vaccines for the CBP. Are you kidding me? They've got 35,000 people down there that have come across this month that don't get tested. They don't get a shot. They don't do this. They don't get that. They get dispersed across the United States. Think about that. They get all the free stuff that we pay for. We don't get it. We have to pay for it. You got to be kidding me. Wow. It just goes on and on and on. This isn't going to end well. I mean, it's crazy. You know, and here's the other thing with the jihad and that the Taliban is waging. It goes this way. You kill one American. You conduct one hostile act on U.S. soil or towards U.S. interest anywhere in the world, we will wage a jihad on you like you can't even imagine. You know what? We might even put Donald Trump in charge. Think about that. I'm Don McDowell. That's a pragmatic view of the obvious on my page 10.